Yo, what's going on everybody? So like I mentioned in my last video, which is right there, I was doing dual wield fury for the first raid. This is my second raid and I'm doing two-hander with arms since I got the belt from the first round that gives you plus weapon skill. Let me tell you, it is absolutely amazing. Warriors are back on the menu, baby. And I wasn't a big fan of arms at first, but it's such a different playstyle than Fury, and it makes it more fun because it's a bit more challenging, I would say. You have to stand dance for both overpower and sleeping strikes if there's AoE cleave, AoE fight, which in this raid there are quite some encounters, especially fifth boss. That's where arms really shines. But I'm gonna show you last boss right here. Now I'll show you the not really the fight because some people don't want to be spoiled, right? But this is my these are my parses from the second raid. I didn't expect to be arms doing that good. It still shows Fury. I don't know why. It's probably a bugged icon. But at third boss, since they fixed where the boss can cast through LOS, so we cannot cheese it. Before you could cheese it just by LOSing back and forth. It was casted on one ranged caster and whatnot. But they fixed it, so we wiped there on the third boss, which means all buffs were gone. Also, we had no homunculi for the whole fight, so I had to be a Sunder bot. And also forget about Sunders at first on some of the fights, first encounters. So it was a bit rough, tough. I'll have this link in the description if anyone wants to see how it went or the gear I have there. And this boss, also especially on the third one, by the way, since they nerfed or fixed, I mean rather the cast on the boss, you have to do mechanic. There are two groups of three that have to rotate between soaking that static pulse, whatever it's called. I was in one of those groups. I had to run away from the boss to the ranged group and back there as well. So that was not the best for parse run. I'm still surprised I got 91 on that one. But same story in this boss. I sometimes went to push the button, which, you know, is DPS loss. I'm surprised we get 99 on this bad boy. I gotta say, the blacksmith headpiece, I have the one crafted. It does help a lot on use. Also, this is my first time playing arms, so I did mess up many times. And on the last, especially on the first four bosses with rotation, it was a bit more clean on this last one. But there is a lot of things to look at. But the rotation should be you first use overpower. Even if 90 rage, you still should use overpower swap to battle stance because we have 5 points of tactical mastery, so you're not losing really 90 rage, and you're losing less than that, but you still should always go for overpower if you are below 90 rage. Then it should be slam because slam is not normalized, which means it's gonna do just as much damage as Mortal Strike, but it's 15 rage, right? It's doubled less than Mortal Strike. So you should prio overpower if you have below 90 rage, then it should be slam, then it should be Mortal Strike. And last one should be Whirlwind. And also be running precise timing on the belt, not Blood Surge. So there is no weak run needed. But precise timing is much better for 200, especially arms, because it's slam on demand. Blood Surge is a proc, so this is just more control in the rotation. It's more clean. But overall, not too bad. You should also use Hamstring. If your skills are on cooldown, Whirlwind, Slam, Mortal Strike, you should use Hamstring to proc Wild Strikes, extra Wild Strikes. I do have a Warcraft Wild Strike proc on the right side, sorry, on the left side of my nameplate. If anyone is interested, I can throw it in the comments. If anyone wants, there you can see I went for the button as well, so that's minus right there. But it's all good. We still came on the second. I had a lot of procs here. Like the rotation here was very smooth with the dynamite flagellation. Another thing, by the way, you need to pay attention and rotate between a Berserker Rage and Blood Rage because of flagellation. You never want to use both of them at the same time. So you want to rotate them, and I still had downtime on that. I need to clean it up. I'm still kind of forgetting sometimes on that thing. But for Alliance, when it comes to weapon, we are running X specialization for crit chance. For Alliance, it's Bonebiter. For Horde, it's Whirlwind X. And yeah, it's such a shame the 200 Epic X from this boss didn't drop. It is what it is though, 2 runs in a row. We just had rings. We had melee ring. I didn't win that. I didn't even win the amulet, but I did get set chest piece from this one. And when it comes to the set piece from the raid, we want leather. Surprise, surprise, warriors are back at leather pieces. It's horrible. Male version was, I was actually outranging here. Mid-max rip. Also, you want to kick this big cloud right there that he cast. There is no cast bar, so you kind of, when you see this animation, you gotta kick it. You see my overpower is glowing right now. I forgot to press it. I just forgot. I just didn't notice there's dodge, but another one, I'm gonna press it right here. As you can see, I had a lot of rage, but I still swapped for power. And yeah, I'm actually almost, well, not really, but I'm almost reaching out to our boy Just Pet on his melee hunter. But yeah, shout out to my boy Just Charge as well for the Sunders. That helped a lot. If you have two warriors sundering, that helps a lot. If you don't have homunculi, because doing it solo, whew, that would be really rough. But yeah, as people get gear and learn tactics and whatnot, it's gonna be faster to raid. It's gonna be easier. This raid already was so much easier than the first one. So I think we will return to homunculi, at least for the first 3 bosses. Maybe not for last 2, because the council is really rough on the damage. And then also this last boss. But yeah, this was pretty much it. This was the raid. This was the last boss, I mean. And I'm gonna take you straight into the game. And we're gonna talk about some stuff. I'm gonna mark the rotation that I just talked about. But first things first, we are going over talents. I am full deep in arms. Heroic Strike, Rend for deep wounds. By the way, also the last 2 bosses have 20% bleed damage reduction as well as poison. But even with that, arm still gets carried on bleed. And the main thing about Fury is not that pulling ahead, is because last 2 bosses or overall bosses in that raid have a stupid amount of armor. Last boss has more armor than Ragnaros, and even after all the debuffs, it has 2300 armor, I think. And it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. So I'm not sure if intended, if they're gonna fix that. Maybe Fury will be doing a bit better. Not sure if better than arms though. Tactical mastery to get anger management. This is also not too bad. And overpower for crit chance to proc deep wounds, obviously impale for the crit damage since we are having a lot of crit chance. I have no buffs right now. Well, actually I do, still from the right. Nice, 21% right here. So it's pretty poc, champ. That's pretty poc. Oh, I just clicked it off. Don't expect for damage increase. Sweeping strikes for AoE scenarios. Expect for the crit chance. This one is the best. I thought sword would come on top as well because this is like extra fury, extra wild strikes, but it's not. We want great chance and then moral strike. There are some warriors who are running 26 talents and 5 points in cruelty, which means no moral strike, but no, I would still run this. I'll show the gear I'm rocking right now. So we have got the blacksmithing headpiece. This one gives you 20% attack speed every 10 minutes. Helps a lot together with frenzied assault on your pants, which is extra attack speed as well. This is like a little flurry from Fury. But yeah, a lot of strength, got some stamina, crit chance, good stuff. If you don't have this, just use the one from Scarlet Monastery Armory from Herod, the headpiece. The male one. We got the BFD still amulet. If you don't have this one, you can go for either random in... I would go with strength or and agility from Auction House, or you can just buy the one from Warsong Reputation. That one gives you 11 agility, I believe, and stamina. These shoulders are from a quest in Feralus. What you have to do here, you have to kill mobs in the zone that drop an egg. That egg is a quest giver. It's in this cave. You gotta escort a chicken all the way over here, next to the in front of the ship, and it would be soloable. It's just the first pack spawning on the escort quest are 346 level Yetis, so I need help with that. Cloak gear is from the event Stranglethorn. It costs 5 silver coins, pretty easy to get. If you're rich or want to grind a cloak, Dark Hooded Cape gives you strength agility. You can go for that one. This is the set chest piece. If you don't have this one, obviously, then you can use this one. Is from Badlands. It's a series of 2 quests, I believe. The last quest asks you to kill 2 dragons, which are level 50, I think. Elites, you definitely need a hunter for that. Otherwise, you won't be able to even get near to completing this quest. I believe it starts here on this little camp. It takes you over there somewhere to kill a mob that spawns right here. And then you will have to do the 2 elite dragons. So this chest is definitely the best. A lot of strength right there. We got the Warsong wrists. If you don't have these, you can get the ones from Scarlet Cathedral. There is the secret room with the mob. It gives you stamina and 14 attack power. The gloves here, once again, they are from Feralus Quest, which begins right here on this island. It's called Mark of Quality. It's the pre-quest of this improved quality. It asks you to get like 10 hides, I believe, which are also from the Yetis in front of the cave. Oh, it's actually right here. I showed this cave, I think, but no, it's right here. It's right here. The escort quest, yeah. But Yetis are also here. So while you're grinding the hides, you might as well just get the escort egg. The belt here is from the raid that I got from the first run. If you don't have this, you can run... Oh, what was I running? I would just buy Strength Agility from Auction House. I would just buy that. Not sure what I was running before. I think I was running from Vale and Caverns. Huh. Depends here, Scarlet Monastery. You can run these for the first raid. If you do happen to complete the raid, you will have a reward of these pants. You can probably use these as well. That's a lot of agility. That's a lot of great chance. Let me take a look. By the way, this is extended character sheet add-on. You can use that. I will have a... You can find my UI video on my channel. But this one gives a lot of great... You can see, ooh, 1.5%. That's pretty insane. So that's not too bad either for 30 attack power. So... You can use it too. I actually might use that. We'll see. I'll test it. Now, these boots are another quest, and it starts in Booty Bay. A lot of these items are really same stat-wise, but the quest starts in Booty Bay. In here, it is called Stolen Debt, I think. It sends you to Tenaris Steamy Port right here, and then you will take a quest that takes you over here to loot a box. The mobs are kinda well. You should probably get a group for these quests, to be honest. It takes you here to loot something, head back, hand it in, it will send you back to Booty Bay, and then you will get these boots. Rings here, these are the revered, well not revered, this is honored I think. This is the Reputation Sliver Ring, you can wear both by the way, level 28 and 38, despite being 28 still biz, it's still crazy good ring. You can also get the one from Iron Spine, the rare from Scarlet Monastery Graveyard, I got it yesterday on my Hunter. So you can get that too. That will be probably much better because it gives you, I think, 5 or 4 strength and 9 agi. It's pretty close. Now, PFD trinket. You can buy this one in Booty Bay, by the way. If you complete a... Oh, you can just buy it for 75 gold. You don't even need to run BFD. You can just buy it for 75 gold. So, not too bad. This still seems to be Biz trinket. And then the one from Raid. But I have this one, Stamina. Now, you can also get one from Engineering. It requires 200 Engineering, and this one is pretty good help every hour. So you can use it like, I don't know, like a progression raid. We did in like 3 hours. I could use it 3 times, but I didn't have it at the time. In a normal run, you can do it like once, maybe twice. I would recommend to use this on the 5th and last boss probably. Or depending which bosses you miss for parsing. But yeah. The bow, still BFD 5 strength. If you have the gun with 6 agility, you can go with that. And then 200 is Bombarder once again for Alliance, or Bowland X for Horde. That was the gear. When it comes to runes, we got Flagellation and Chest Piece. That's the one thing. That's the best rune for Warrior, I would say. 25% damage is insane. So once again, you want to rotate between Blood Rage and Berserker Rage. You never want to pop both of them at the same time. This is 1 minute cooldown, and this one is 30 seconds. Now you got 12 seconds of the buff itself, so the uptime, if you rotate between these two, is pretty good. Plus, we are rocking Endless Rage for stacking that rage, because this is the thing. Since the bosses have high armor, you would want to use always Endless Rage. Well, the first 3 bosses, their armor is not that high. So, for bosses with low armor, you could totally use Quick Strike to proc Wild Strikes, definitely. But with high armor, last 2 bosses, 3 bosses, you want to go Endless Rage. Precise timing. We got that on the belt, which is Slam on demand every 6 seconds. Blood Search is for Dual Wield Fury. Don't really, this is worse than Precise Timing for 200. And Focus Rage is useless because Slime is the damage dealer here. This one is not good. Frenzied Assault for Pants, that's the only thing you can pick here. I really don't like Consumed by Rage playstyle. That's why I switched off of Dual Wield. I played only Dual Wield on phase 1 on 3 Warriors. I CBA, especially after the nerf. This is useless. 80 Rage. Maybe, yeah, maybe once again, with Dual Wield Fury, needing this rune, maybe if they fix the armor, it's gonna be easier to get range, but nah. Frenzy Assault, attack speed, easy clap right here on the pants. Now boots here, this is the oh shoot button, rallying cry for the raid. This is really handy on 5th boss, on the council one, when there's a lot of damage going on around. So this is really good. Really good. Self-heal and rage regen if you want. This does not consume the rage, by the way, so, and rage, so you're good. But nah, rolling cry all the way, baby. So it was the gear. Consumables I use for the raid. First thing, the most important thing is a great rage potion. Next up, we got free action potion, especially for last boss, or only for last boss. But beware of these potions, they all share cooldowns. So that's what happened last run, actually, on the last boss. you're supposed to free action potion the freeze AoE he does the boss, but my potion wasn't cooldown because I used to rage potion before. I thought I'm gonna die there, but I didn't take almost any damage because no one had stacks in the raid. I see it. Okay, I remember now. It depends how many stacks the raid has. If no one has any stacks, you take no damage. Okay. Now we got the potions here, classic. We got dynamites from engineering. If you don't have these, you can get easy throw. I think they are called dynamites. But I think they're pretty expensive. But anyways, dynamites do a lot of damage. I did not use them almost at all on the first couple of fights, especially Grubis. I could pop off even more. And I had a stroke on first boss. I had no clue what I have to do with the rotation. It was horrible. We got a nature potion on the last boss. Not that needed, as you can see. I still have it, so you don't really need that. Agility potion, you do need that. Ogre strength, yes. Or there's a scroll of strength that gives you like more strength than this, but that's extremely expensive. So I would just stick with this one. You've got stamina here. This one dropped in price big time. 12 stamina, very good stuff. The rum at Black Label for extra stamina. Not bad either. Now, these are Valentine chocolates. They don't work in the raid. Forget about it. Forget about it. I heard the Lunar Festival has some buffs as well. Doesn't work. Forget about it. When it comes to consumes, oh, and the main thing you would want is Dragon Breath Chili. It can be pretty expensive, but it does help a lot, especially AoEs. So that's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff. That would be pretty much it for consumables. Rotation, once again, always overpower if you're below 90 rage. Then you would want Slam, then you would want Mortal Strike, and then you would want Whirlwind. Now, if you have Sweeping Strikes, you do not want these Whirlwind Sweeping Strikes because the damage it does is very low. What you want to use with Sweeping Strikes is the classic Slam, and then I would Cleave. Cleave stacks, Cleave stacks really well with Sweeping Strikes, so that's my favorite AoE. Sweeping Strike, Slam, Cleave. Maybe Mortal Strike, but this is 30 rage. I would rather use this for Cleave. So you should use Whirlwind on the last second of Sweeping Strikes. Yes. Sweeping Strikes, Whirlwind on the last second. That's it. And I don't know if you have anything else to cover. I think that's pretty much it. Nothing I can come up with. If you guys have any suggestions or any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I do stream every day on Twitch and here on YouTube, so you can catch me there as well. I will post a link. And yeah, good luck with the grind, good luck with the raid. Thank you all for watching. Until then, have a good one and peace.